years ago, is it? We met in London.
Banging around London, Fulham Irish GA club. You played number 5.
I did.
So you were bombing up and down the sideline.
Between 5 and number 2.
Bit of a temper. Bit of a temper.
I think you have to have a temper in the GA pitch to keep your wits about you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was it. GA brought us together, right? And then we used to go for the Christmas pints every year.
Camden,
Highbury and Islington.
Yeah.
And then I was following your acting career, your theatre career. I think I came to The Hen and Chicken.
Yeah.
Was that one of your first?
I think it was 5 people. I remember there was 5 people in the audience, so I can remember all their faces. You were one of them. We were both working for companies then. But like,
That's right.
So we had a side hustle, right?
Yeah, I was in fintech. I was working for a software company, doing a side hustle, trying to move into the export and alcohol business. So Irish whiskey, Irish craft beer is what I was doing then.
Yeah.
After moving from New York, so.
Yeah, because I was the same, because I had a job, not for very long, but then obviously with the acting I wanted to start doing my own stuff.
Right.
And then so my side hustle was doing my own stuff, and the side hustle has turned into the hustle.
The hustle. Same man. I think it was a year and a half before I was able to make it a full-time role and go at it. And similar kind of
paths.
chapters, and here we are.
Yeah.
Now collaborating on this piece of your chapter and mine. You can't do it by yourself
on your own. Like, it takes a village. Like,
I agree, man.
So when you and I started talking, it was like, maybe we can do something together.
Right.
Because
we didn't actually know what that was, what that something was, but
Yeah.
I think the mindsets were the same, where they were going to make something happen. And they just came together and we kind of hashed it out.
And getting good people, together behind something, it takes a lot to get a whiskey into a can and get it into somebody's hands in America. Similarly with a story that's on a page, you go, okay, that'd be a really good idea, but getting people to come with you on that journey, get it made, get it done, and get it out there.
I was going to say making it real.
Yeah.
From in here, from like the vision to the product to the product concept actually being on a shelf, that's where it gets.
How long was that for you?
From proof of concept to shelf, I think it was one of the fastest products that we ever, it was only a year ago that was a vision in our head, the team that we have, very small again, and we tried to, when we were focusing on quality, and you can't rush things, but I think things just fell into place really, really nicely, and things just happened with the right momentum behind it, timing as well. Like, I think lockdown has a lot to.
Was that good in the end?
Huge advantage for us.
Really?
When we hit pause, we hit stop, and we had to look at everything from the beginning again, and that gave us so much time every day to go. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
How do we make this the best product possible?
Yeah.
I definitely have no complaints about having to do that during a very difficult time.
Same for us. I mean, with #Honesty, we started before lockdown.
Yeah.
And we had to pause twice.
Right.
So there was a 7-month gap between the time we started filming and the time we finished. Labour and love. But that time allowed us to look back on what we started with and kind of go, do you know what, we could do a bit better there.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny you say that. Like, if I showed you concept 1 of 2 stacks, and it was a natural progression for us to come out and bring these products to the market. But concept 1 was definitely doesn't look like that. Definitely doesn't.
Well,
look
it was like
that.
draft 1 of the script. Definitely doesn't sound like what
this was in a Coca-Cola can to start with. So it's definitely come a long way for us, and it's all about learning quickly, right? Nothing is ever failure. Nothing in this side hustle or business or full-time business that we're working in. It's all about learning. Nothing's ever
Quickly,
a failure.
yeah.
Breaking things, making things happen, moving forward, and we're absolutely delighted to be having 2 stacks in the #Honesty script, and to be written into the script is even, I didn't expect that. Yeah. So very, very privileged and grateful.
So how did 2 stacks and #Honesty end up
coming together?
Collaborating.
I think like a lot of things at the moment. Lockdown.
Yeah.
I seen a post on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I wanted to reach out and do some pieces with you, and 2 stacks and #Honesty I think has a lot of synergy.
Yeah. Well, I suppose whiskey and storytelling
exactly
go hand in hand.
Yeah. 2 stacks is all about that. It's all about bringing people together, sharing experiences.
Drum in a can.
Pocket rocket,
Drum in a can.
making things accessible.
Yeah.
You know, giving great Irish whiskey to people that are very accessible.
Yeah.
New packaging. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, when you reached out, it was a no-brainer to get involved in honesty and
Yeah.
see where we could bring it in and work with you guys on it. So.
Yeah. Same for us because. Like we said, like we started out playing football together, you doing your thing, I was doing my thing, and like that, when I saw these cans coming out, I was like, look at the fucking size of this thing, you know.
Yeah.
And it ended up, and I wanted to support what you were doing, and it's funny because Two Stacks Whiskey then made its way into the story for #Honesty. So the story is like, your brand is sponsoring the influencer Jack Bright in the story.
Right.
And it appears in the opening episode. So not only could we collaborate together on it, but we could bake it into the story, and it totally
I think it works.
It totally works.
I think it really works. Yeah.
You're making the character drink responsibly, believe it or not. He's not supposed to be drinking too much of that stuff.
Well, that's it. People think it's, rather than committing to a full bottle, you're just
having
taking
a wee swig,
a little nip of whiskey.
a wee swig of a wee dram.
And it's all about the quality of the whiskey too. Just different packaging. So
it's exciting.
It is, man.
Kind of like what you guys are trying to do with those little cans is reach a global audience. A small company punch it above its weight. We're the same. Like, we don't have huge resources, but what we have is same with you guys. A very dedicated team,
right?
And just trying to reach a bigger global audience, trying to bring something new and something fresh.
That's it. I think something new and something fresh, and it's something that we would have spoke about in London a lot. People from Ireland, going out into the world and actually giving something different, something a bit maybe outside of the box. You look at Two Stacks, you don't necessarily say that's an Irish whiskey. It's a bit left field. It's got a different feel, and for us it was about bringing people together, but also giving them something unique and something different in the whiskey world.
What is Two Stacks whiskey?
As a brief, Two Stacks whiskey is Irish whiskey, but not as you know it. We take the heritage of Irish whiskey, the incredible history of Irish whiskey, but what we're doing is we're looking to the future of Irish whiskey. And Two Stacks is all about encompassing both the past heritage, but looking out to the future of where Irish whiskey is going and where we think it can go. So for us, Two Stacks is that contemporary take, putting whiskey in the market that isn't on the market. So everything that we do or put out is going to be different. It's going to be unique. You're not going to be able to find Irish whiskey like this. So that's Two Stacks in a nutshell. For us, it's about taking that piece of the past, but also looking towards the future of Irish whiskey. All right, now, so tell me, what is #Honesty?
#Honesty is the story about a 40-year-old born-again life guru who gets left at the altar by his influencer fiance. But it's a strategy or a tactic devised by their social media strategist, Rebecca, to get more influencer, to get more kind of heat around these two, but it has disastrous consequences. So #Honesty follows the journey, Rebecca's journey really, of trying to make amends and trying to get these two back on track. And it's interesting because I suppose the character I played, Jack Bright, had a job in finance before, hated it, kind of found himself, travelled like you did. You've done a lot of travelling. And then he kind of develops this philosophy which is coming from a real place of truth that really attracts people. But then he gets lost in the razzmatazz, the clicks, the likes, the retweets, the stats, the numbers, the sponsorship deals, Two Stacks whiskey being one of them. And he kind of loses himself. And the story there, what's interesting there, I guess, is the story we tell the world via this filter of social media and the story we tell ourselves. When there's a massive disconnect between those, crazy things kind of happen. So, that's what honesty is about.
Love it.